and I'm here with Kyrun Silva. And we want to thank you for joining the Four Tales podcast.
I want to know what it is Quick is trying to say.
We're about to talk some comics and get a little bit controversial. Everything from indie books to movie to level commercial. With no rehearsals when we converse to coerce you. And then we do the quick takes and try to get to the person. So join us and get your comic book a few more sales once a week wherever you pod. It's Four Tales. Once a week wherever you pod. It's Four Tales.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, Taurus Comics, in collaboration with Fourth Wall Productions, respectfully brings to you a 202nd episode of the Four Tales podcast. I am your host, Kyrun Silva from Taurus Comics. Across that way, as usual, is the Mauve wordsmith of Ace Blade, Danger Quick, and together we are two award-winning Blurred comic careers here to help you find your next favorite comic. We are live via Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram. So if you're listening and watching us live, thank you for your support. But don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and review this podcast because all your positive reviews and interactions help us reach a bigger audience. Danny, I don't even want to ask you what you're doing. So, what's new with you this week?
Man, nothing, man. We are still trudging along with the Kickstarter. We are I think at 122 backers now. We are, we got 18 days to go, and I decided today that I was going to send out some books to the Ink Alliance. So we got the new Ink Alliance. They the Ink Alliance, the 10 Black-owned comic book shops, they put out their information on the website, and I realized, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna send them some books. So today I decided to send them out a copy of Ace Blade number 10 and some flyers.
Hey, wait, speaking of the Ink Alliance, we got Tony Cade in the chat right now.
Tony Cade in the building. I'm sending a copy of Ace Blade 10 out to all the Ink Alliance stores, the 10 Ink Alliance stores that are currently listed. So shout out to Tony Cade. I'll be sending one out and hopefully some flyers so that they can, put them out or hand them out to people that come in.
I find that it's very fascinating, at the same time sad, that there is only 10 Black-owned comic book stores in America.
I know that number is not right because there's a third Black-owned comic book. There's two of them in the Ink Alliance already. Acme Comics and Eastgate Comics and High Point, but there's a third one in Burlington. I just talked to the owner earlier today, and I told him I was going to be giving him some information on the Ink Alliance so he can reach out to them also. So I know there's at least one more in North Carolina. And I know that there's during the live stream they said that there was 13, but 10 official that joined with the launch. So
if I am very excited to see what the Ink Alliance does to help boost not just Black comics, but just comics in general. But definitely we want to, because we need more representation as usual. We need more people being our advocates out there, so we don't have situations like the Gyro, was that?
Grio, yeah.
Grio, yeah. I say I'm gonna mess up their name because I don't give a.
They the Gyro now. They're not even the Grio no more. They're the Gyro.
But we need people out there that are going to be our advocates and hype us up, because there's nobody out there that's going to do it outside of ourselves. So, anything else though that's new for you?
No, nothing I want to announce yet.
Nothing. Okay. Well, I mean, what? Well, I mean, like, did you? Okay.
What about you? What about you, Kyrie?
Wait. Did you get anything? Have you gotten anything in the mail yet? I need to ask that. That's okay.
No, should I have?
You should have. You really should have. Maybe
I haven't been home since like 12 o'clock. So
okay. I will check because you should have gotten it by now. I put it in the mail.
I know that you got something in the mail that I sent because I saw a
Yes.
picture of it.
Yeah, I wore it the other day. That's fantastic. Thank you. It was an amazing shirt that said the Cat Father, right?
The Cat Father.
Cat Father. Yeah. So
in the classic Godfather font.
Yeah. So I really appreciate that. Oh yeah, it's Monday. It's coming Monday. Okay.
I'm sure mail is going to be all messed up this weekend because of the 4th of July. So, happy Independence Day to everyone.
Yeah. We don't need to be independent anytime soon, though.
Right.
Tony K said he's surprised there are none in the Northeast. I'm really surprised about that also.
I feel like we just gotta they said
dig a little bit deeper.
Stream, they said on the stream that they are, a lot of these shops are just hard to find. It might be people who aren't, internet savvy. They might not be listed, or they might not be connected on social media like some of the other ones are. Like Tony K is active in, on social media, and he runs a convention, and he's right there in Atlanta. So he might be a little more connected. And I know Jermaine, he isn't great with the internet, but he's getting better. So I think there are more. We just gotta reach out. Like I know that there's another one. I'm gonna send it into the Ink Alliance. Game Over Comics here in Burlington, North Carolina is Black owned. So I'm gonna send that one into them so they can make contact.
Okay. Well, I appreciate you. I'm not going to do anything because I already got too much on my plate. So Mr. Fish Comics said I could see some shops keeping it low key. They are Black owned. I could see that also. Yeah. I could also see a lot of shops because their focus is promoting the comics. They just don't mention, who is the owner. So we might not even know. But we definitely want to make sure that all these shops get, what's the best word here? Part of the alliance, I guess.
Yeah,
connected. Yeah,
alliance. I'm excited about that. That variant cover, the Titans. What was it? 38. The Sanford Green cover. It is. I'm seeing that it is going to be $30 though, and I know that is amazing. I'm probably going to have 2 copies because I already pre-ordered one from Cuts and Comics, and I'm getting one from Acme Comics. But the $30 price tag is very high. So
Tony, I love you. I really do. And I love everything the Ink Alliance is doing, but $30 is a lot to drop on a book right now. Unless this book is like, I don't know, 120 pages, $30 is a lot for me. So I will support y'all every way possible, but $30 is a lot for me.
I'm gonna get the regular copy to read, and I'm gonna get just a couple just for a couple just to collect. I want to have one for myself, and I might have one that I can sell later down the line. I might be able to get that $30 back. So, we'll see.
Right.
But
we
have a special guest today. We got a special guest in the building. The captain of controversy on social media, and we're gonna talk about it. But I want to introduce him by saying, out in the street, they call it murder. Brother
the
D,
captain of controversy. That was a call for, sir.
Wow.
Welcome to the show, young man. How you doing? For anyone who is unfamiliar with your work, please give us a quick intro and tell us what you're here for.
Yeah, absolutely. Appreciate it. Love you guys' show. I'm a Ajayi. I'm a creator of the Shattahsverse, writer, creator. My second project, comics-wise, my first project was O Kingdom Come, which is like an African epic. But while I was working on the sequel, O Kingdom Come, I just found some downtime to put some ideas together that I just had on the phone. So I decided to put the Shattahsverse together. So I've been making comics for about 5 to 6 years. And between that and some short film content, that's what I use to keep myself busy. So Shattahsverse is my current labor of love right now.
So for anybody that hasn't read Shattahsverse, what is this story about? Like what is intriguing about this that makes it so different than everything else out there?
Absolutely. So Shattahsverse is was born out of an idea. Just much like you guys, I was on a podcast with some friends, and we always talk about the state of the comic industry, and genres, and instead of just talking about it, how if we could actually put it to paper, and try and make a narrative out of it that would make it somewhat interesting without just preaching. So that was what it was born of. It follows Monday. He's like this older than a teenager kid from the streets of Jamrock, and he stumbles upon a clandestine team that's tasked with going through the multiverse and hunting down heroes that are kind of shades of other heroes. So it's kind of like they've drifted from the original source of heroes. So they go through the multiverse hunting them down so it doesn't get overrun with these kind of heroos.
I saw in the first issue you got the Monkey D. Luffy.
I saw that too. I was like,
which is cool.
Now I do too many episodes there.
I do want to ask though, what made you decide to have this in Jamrock or Jamaica? And I know that you are American born and you lived in Nigeria for a while, right?
Yeah.
So what made you decide to have this in Jamaica?
Oh, great question. Thanks, Danny. So I was coming up with the name of this, right? And I wanted like a palindrome. So like Tenet, I wanted like a palindrome where it reads the same from both ends. And I was cracking my brain on what it would be called, because when I'm writing something, I need like a name to anchor it so I can kind of build themes around it. So I was looking for, and then I Shattahs, like the gangster film from the 90s, the Shattahs gangster film. So if I'm going to talk about the Shattahs gangster film from the 90s, I wanted to like at least mention that it's too similar in name. So I wanted to at least pay homage to that gangster film. So Wayne and Biggs in this Jamrock section are like, it's a continuation of their life from Shattahs, which, well, they died, but it'd be like it'd be an offshoot of what happened in Shattahs. The actual gangster film. So that's why I wanted to ground it in Jamrock first to kind of pay homage. Yeah.
That's a Shattahs film with like Wyclef in them, right?
Yes. Wyclef, Damian Marley.
Yep.
I didn't even think of that when I
didn't either.
The first that came to mind. Yeah, because it was too simple. It would drive me crazy. I'm like, it sounds just like this movie. I need to do something. So even the director found one of my trailers, and he was like, "Oh, that's an interesting little flip you did there." I was like, "Oh, thank you. You're okay with it? All right, we're good."
Yeah, there we go.
All right, don't sue me.
Yeah, at that point, you can say it's just a parody, and then there we go.
There we go.
There you go. Gotta use those creative licenses. Definitely gotta do that.
Yeah. So what made you decide to make a comic? Was there a book that you read, maybe as an adult or as a kid, that fostered that love for making comic books?
It was not a specific book. I really loved The Invisibles, and it was probably a different amount of books. I love 300. I love what Formula did there. And my first book was really the O Kingdom Come book. That was one that made me fall in love with comics, to making that process. But when Kingdom Come, it was going to be like in a novel format. And I'm like writing and I'm describing patterns and smells. And I'm like, this is going to be like 3,000 pages. I need to find a way to get this information out without having to describe every detail. So a graphic novel made the most sense. And it came out, I really like that we went like a graphic novel well. So it was more of the medium of like, of what it's not really what it's typically used for, but how it can be used and kind of like bent and reused. So that's really what I really fell in love with the medium more than anything.
So I'm not going to get too much into the controversial post.
Where is this coming from?
You know where it's coming from. You be out here stirring the pot. But I do see
stirring the pot. That called kettle. You're the kettle then.
Me? No.
Yeah.
I do see some value in using that creative license of having characters like a parody version of Luffy in there, and then maybe having maybe having a Goku, or in the future being able to have them chase down these offshoots of these characters always could help as far as marketing. Like Absolute Batman is huge right now, so if you could have those characters in there, those things work. Marvel and DC have been doing it for years, and that's a great marketing strategy. Was that something that you thought of when you were writing it, or were you just on the story of it and then that came later?
I was on the story of it, and then kind of like you're thinking narratively, and then you think, oh, how's this gonna look, right? Mm-hmm. What you're mentioning is more about how's this gonna look, like a race swapped Luffy, and I think I have a race swap Batman in there somewhere. So how would it look? So marketing came in a lot later, that after the narrative. So I was like, oh yeah, this would look great if if there's a way I can kind of align it. So
So what are your thoughts on the long-term goal for Shattahs? Like, where do you see yourself in 5 years from now with this book?
I'd love to be able to. So I was in a group. We're in a writer's block group with other writers, and we were always talking about how we could, like, what can we all work on, right? So what my long-term goal for Shattahs would be me to end Monday's arc, and then somebody else take it, because it's kind of designed that way, that another story in the universe would be the main story. So I'd love to end Monday's arc maybe in like maybe on the second volume. I'd love to end Monday's arc, which is the main character I'm writing, and someone else, either whether it be a hero or another Shattah member, becomes like the main anchor story, and they kind of can still work on the series without Monday being part of it, really. So I'd love for it to just live on, because I got a lot, and you guys probably get this artist messages book. Oh, do you have any? I'm free. You got any work? I'm like, man, I'm not working on anything right now. Like, I'm like, I'll hit you up once I do. So that was another big motivator, that I could make a series that if it does what it's supposed to, that I could just like write a couple volumes and just let it kind of free it, and like let other people build in the world and kind of like release their own projects through it. So I'd love for it long term to just be able to house other not IPs, but other stories within it that could kind of live on its own without an anchor story.
And you just started, or you're about to launch, it looks like a Kickstarter for this, right?
I have a Kickstarter for the volume. I'll probably do that towards the end of the year. I'll kind of put all these together. But just put it up to see what it's gonna like. Let me put this up and get all that reviewed stuff out of the way, where it gets reviewed and it takes time and all that, so I don't have to do it last minute.
Yeah. No, that's always
my mind's all over the place sometimes, where I just start things and I'm like, oh wait, let me just
No, I that's one thing that I've said recently is that I think it's really important to get started as early as possible with the Kickstarter process, to have that page up and ready to get these notifies filled up and all that good stuff. So I asked you this question when you were on Rolam Live, and you didn't really give me an answer.
Damn.
You said something. You gave me an answer, but it wasn't the actual answer. It was a joke answer. I want the real answer to this question.
Okay.
Damn.
Hit me.
How do you get the text to flip? When you type it out,
so
the Shattahs.
I'm pretty sure you could have Googled that. All right.
No, I want him to tell us, because he said he got a left-handed keyboard.
The first half of the word I type, and then you put it in Google, and it flips you can flip your characters. So you just paste the the first half with the other half, and you just you copy and paste it everywhere.
Okay.
So it's copy and paste. It will flip it for you. There's like some programs that flip your text upside down. So so you can just paste it that way and merge it into a word.
All right, go ahead, Kyrun. I'm gonna work on this, and you can take over the rest of the interview.
We don't need an upside down ace blade for anything, okay?
Yes, we do.
Okay, so you have issue 0 and issue 1 right now, correct? Right?
Yeah.
All right. So when can we expect issue 2 to come out?
I think we're gonna be doing issue 2. We're in July, so it's gonna be this month. So it'll be ending of this month.
Because don't think I didn't catch where you said just now that graphic novel was going to have 11 issues, and you're only on issue 1. So that's a huge jump to go.
So interesting. I front loaded the book, so the art and the stuff is done. So it's more of releasing as we want to release it. So Dion, he wasn't able to make it here, but he wrote issue 4 and 5. So that the art's already done with it. So we're just finalizing lettering on it. So the idea is to not print these, to release them digitally, and then print them together with limited variation covers of each issue, rather than me printing them one by one. I wanted to kind of knock it out, at least for the volume 1, kind of knock it out together. It's easier for me to market that way together. Than especially for a new IP. People really want to try and just stuff it as much as they can. Oh, Danny did it.
Fish in the comments said, "How do you think the anti-ace blade speaks?" Basically, this is how Club Bat is going to speak now. Yeah, it's like Zatanna speak. It's Zatanna speak is what you're doing.
Zatanna with the reverse. I like it.
Okay.
Hey, that brought me so much joy now just doing that. So I appreciate you telling me how to do it.
The little things that get you joy is hilarious.
It's the little things, man. You literally have to take every single little thing that gives you joy and really
100%
lean into it.
I agree.
I agree. So another thing I want to ask you about in the comic, and I think I heard you talk about this in Rolam's interview too, about the dialects. A lot of times when people do, either dialects or accents, they can overdo it. They can overdo it, or it can sound inauthentic, or it can sound old. Even when you talk about, AAVE here, a lot of times people can do that and it'll sound like somebody from the 70s or something like that. If the wrong person, writes it.
Turkey.
Yeah, you jive turkey. So how do you balance, something like that, especially with it being this story being right there in Jamaica? I think you did a really good job with it, but
Jamrock, not Jamaica.
This is Jamrock. That's true. Good point.
Jamrock is in Jamaica though, right?
It is, but it's like a fictional.
Well, it's just a fictionalized version of Jamaica.
Yes. Of Jamaica, yeah.
So Jamrock is okay. I got you. Okay,
they jam on it.
So how do you make sure that you are true to the dialects, but also make sure that it's accessible to people who are new readers?
Absolutely. Thanks. I didn't even play around with that. I got with my friend Alan, that's from Barbados, and I wrote, "Hey, this is what I want to say," and he helped me edit it to make sure I didn't play around with that. He's well versed in like all the island dialect for the most part, so he's like, "Yeah, change this to this." So I don't about patois. So I didn't even play with this. Is what I wanted to say. I feel like I had to pay homage to that as well with the Shattah's part. So I wanted to make sure I did that the right way and just got the right people to help with that.
I think you got you had a good balance, because in most of the captions it was, you didn't really use it much in the captions, but a lot of the spoken dialect was was like that. So I think you did great.
Appreciate that. Thank you, Dan.
Kyrun?
I'm waiting on you.
I was just giving the man a compliment. That's it.
I don't even know to go over there. Oh my god. And then Fish says, like, I'm a Southerner, but 90s rogue be talking gibberish in those 90s X-Men comics. Okay, I get it.
I'm as nervous as a long-tailed cat in a room full of rocking chairs. Speaking of X-Men, have I know you're on a sci-fi kick right now, D, but have you been checking out the new X-Men?
I did. I watched 2 episodes of X-Men last night, actually. Yeah.
Okay. Nobody spoil it. I have not seen it.
Oh.
So don't spoil it.
Okay. All
okay.
Right.
Well, what sci-fi stuff are you watching right now?
I just finished with the wife. We watched Archive 81. That was fun. About a guy hanging up VHS tape. And it kind of like opens. He's communicating with one of the people on the VHS tapes from their timeline. It's pretty good. I always got to big up Dark Matter. I love Dark Matter. Dark Matter was really good. Which other one? Primer. I just, since there's a bit of time travel, I just go back to that. I love Primer. It's one of my favorite time travel movies.
Okay.
And then me and my wife just started Paradise.
What I really want to ask, is, as far as the sci-fi goes, are you a Star Trek fan or a Star Wars fan?
Oh, you're trying to get me shot on here. All right.
You can be a fan of both. You know that, right?
You can like both, but which one do you like more?
Can you really?
That's not what you asked. You said, "Are you a fan of?" You didn't say which one you like more.
Which one do you like
you could
most?
Be, yeah, you could. I'm a fan of both.
So it's tough because I'm a Star Trek fan, but I've been exposed to more Star Wars.
Wait, why did you say that like it was a question though? He said, "I'm a Star Trek fan." Like you might be.
Yeah, that tells me everything I need to know.
Because I would never challenge anyone's Star Trek knowledge. Like I don't feel like I could challenge. Like,
okay.
So I don't know if I'm type of the fan.
Wait, no.
So I don't know if I could.
We need to stop that. That you could be a fan without knowing every little intricate detail.
But Star Trek fans, they throw it in your face if you don't. They throw it in your face.
That's fine. I can still enjoy a series and enjoy everything that comes with it without me knowing Riker's third cousin from second removed.
I don't need to know all the mirror universes and all the what generation the captains.
Exactly. That's the problem. I have more of a personal, because my mom and I used to watch it when I was younger, so I have a personal connection to it more when it comes to that.
Okay. All right. Well, it's time for my favorite part of the show. Quick takes. Kyrun, whenever you're ready.
Quick takes.
Now I'm gonna want an animated version, a cartoon version of myself. Never mind. All right, so if you haven't seen the show before,
Fish has done one for you.
Did? Oh yeah, he did. That's right. Oh, and I have
I've
one.
Definitely I've seen a cartoon version of both of you somewhere. I just got to remember where.
Yeah, we definitely have made some appearances.
I've seen a comic book version of me at a fight. It was like a boxing fight. Or might have been an MMA match, but it was like on the cover of a comic book. It was really cool looking.
That's pretty cool.
Hopefully you guys see it in the future.
That kind of famous where you kind of just stumble. You just stumble on yourself somewhere.
Yeah.
Hey. All right, so if you haven't seen the show before, Quick Takes is a rapid Q&A session, a rapid fire Q&A session where we grill our guests on their darkest secrets from the internet. These questions are designed for our fans to get to know you a little bit better. We're gonna ask you 5 questions, and you're gonna have 45 seconds each to answer them. Here we go with question number 1. You had a post about character originality. I want to know, in 2026, is it even possible to come up with an original character, and how would you do that?
I think it is. I think it's it may not be the initial character, but I think as you establish it, you have the opportunity to drift or to set yourself apart from the character, right? So like, I walking. It's Kirkman's main thing, really. The way he kind of established The Walking Dead with just, everyone that dies turns, right? So now this is a completely different story. And then with Invincible, with this guy, and then having his father murder the Justice League in the first episode. So those become originals to me, with those pretenses are added.
Yeah, I think that it's cool to, familiarize people with it, or bring them in like they feel like, this is something that I've seen before, and then show them what's original about it. I think that's a great way to introduce something like that, introduce a new concept. All right, question number 2.
Streamlabs, what the heck are you doing? Like, you've never done this before, and all of a sudden it's just dropping links everywhere.
That's crazy. Red bubbles. We got a red bubble?
We have one, but we haven't used it, and obviously it knows something.
Shout out to Twitch. Yeah, it's trying to save. Anyway, question number 2. So I think you said that you were born in America, then you left for Nigeria when you were 10, if I'm not mistaken. And then came back for college, right?
Yeah.
So I think I remember you specifically saying that you missed Static Shock and you missed the military industrial complex. What in your time, away from America, you missed some things. So I want to know, from your perspective, what are the best parts of America and what are the worst parts of America?
Wow, that's such a beautiful thing. That's a beautiful question. I think the worst part is I think the 90s was really big on like hope and being better and stuff like that. And then that was before I left, and when I came back, we have the bigger stick. There was like a shift in tone with the way people behaved. So the best part I would say is America's resilience. I think I love that the most. But the worst part is that shift that went from like that 90s optimism to like we have the bigger stick style of leading.
That's how Tony Stark would do it. Yeah.
That's how I did.
Question number 3.
Did it?
Right. Question number 3. I want to know, how did your time in Nigeria shape your storytelling?
Man, I think when you move between different places in general, you have different pools of information to pull from to establish your kind of viewpoints. So it's more of that. I think moving to any culture outside of where you're from and acclimating, you get a different perspective on how that culture is viewed from that lens and how this culture is viewed from that lens. And so it kind of shapes the way you view it because you're outside of it. You're isolated from it. So I think it's more of just having two views more than being isolated to one or fewer.
I like it.
I like that. All right, question number 4.
These are deep. These are pretty deep questions, Danny. I've watched this show. Like when Danny went full therapist on me, I've watched
Danny was very excited to talk to you, so he actually decided to do some research on you.
I always do research, but you just recently did a podcast with Rolam. Rolam is the homie. I watch his show all the time, so I actually knew, I knew what what I wanted to ask you. So question number 4. You might not like this one as much. You talked about on Roland Live about how how you have gotten into controversy, but your goal is to learn. Your goal is to genuinely ask the question. So how have you learned to get to the conversations past the controversy?
I don't mind this one. I don't mind the controversy. It's not that I'm not looking for it, but if it gets me the best answer, I don't mind. People got their feelings in general. I'm not aiming to hurt feelings, but I found that people are a lot more truthful when there's like emotional context behind what they're saying. So my aim is just to get to like a pure answer that's not kind of polished, and sometimes the way you ask it, determines on how the kind of answers you get back. If that makes sense.
It does. It does make sense. So get them emotional, and they'll tell you the truth. I got you.
Okay. Hey, whoa!
Question number. That's what I heard. That's not what you said.
Wait a minute.
That's not what you're saying. Because that's what I heard.
You're paraphrasing. Is what you're saying. You're paraphrasing what he said.
Question number 5. And we like to do a top 5 list for our show that may or may not be coming back soon. Top 5 live. So we're gonna get you to do a top 5 list off the top of your head. And I know that you love sci-fi, so I want to get your top 5 sci-fi TV shows. This is not movies or books. This is specifically top 5 sci-fi series.
Okay. No ranking, just the show.
Just all top 5. These are in your top 5.
All right. Battlestar Galactica, Awake, Severance, Battlestar Galactica, Awake, Severance, Dark Matter. What am I doing? Dark Matter, and then
got 5 seconds.
And I'll give it to Paradise because I want to give the homies some shine. Paradise.
Dang. Not a single Star Trek show in the top 5.
Oh,
crazy.
No Star Wars shows.
That's crazy.
Star Wars. But yeah, I'd have to leave out Star Trek for now. I feel like those transcend sci-fi for some reason.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I appreciate you doing that for us.
Thank you.
This week, and I just realized this. We have a new sponsor.
I hate you. Sponsor. Wait, what?
We have a new sponsor. I just thought of it. Just thought about it.
Wait. Whoa.
We have a new sponsor. This week's Quick Takes has been brought to you by Lorcon. Is going to be at the Durham Convention Center on September 26th and 27th.
Beautiful.
So make sure you get your tickets. What's your lore? Back to you, Kyrun.
That was smooth. That was a smooth one.
If I wasn't laughing, I would be crying right now. Hey man, D, we appreciate you coming on the show. We want to let everybody know where they can find you.
Wait. How long is this? How long is this sponsor? How long is this sponsor going for, sir?
At least the next 4 weeks. So, we want to let people know where they can find you. So, tell us where people can keep up with you online.
Yeah, all socials. Shattahsverse. So Shattahsverse.com to read the books. And Shattahsverse on any social stuff.
Awesome. Kyrun, where can people find you, sir?
No, that's not how this works. Don't do that. Oh. Don't. you know the sequence.
You were speechless. I was trying to fill in. Fish will tell you why. We'll tell you why Kyrun is speechless after the show.
Oh, can I start sharing stuff? Is that what you're telling me?
No. No.
Okay.
Oh my.
Danny, where can people catch up with you and follow all your stuff online? Holy crap, man.
Don't use the code AceBlade for 10% off. No, don't do that.
No.
You can find me on Kickstarter. We got 18 days left for AceBlade issues 1 through 10. Y'all make sure you check us out. Other than that, I am at the AceBlade on all social media platforms. Kyrun, where can people find you?
I forgot to even put up like the little graphics, like the crawl or anything. I don't know anymore. I don't know. Just follow here. Just go to fourtailspodcast.com. That's all that matters at this point. Just enjoy it there while it's there. Four Tails, the number 4, TALES podcast.com. Join us next week where we will have Danielle Cassie here to talk about her upcoming book. Until then, everybody, sayonara, goodbye, and please take care of yourselves.
Music provided by my brother, Quix Made It. Find him online in YouTube, Instagram, and SoundCloud.
I want to know what it is Quick is trying to say.